Creating an effective email marketing campaign is a game changer for your business in converting leads into booked calls. My email marketing database is the third largest lead source to my business. The first is introducers and partners. The second is me as a personal brand and public speaker. And the third is our email list. It always surprises me how many people will download our ebook, will get onto our database, will then become part of our newsletter, never have a conversation with me or my team, but will randomly 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, even 24 months later, click on a link to book an appointment with my team and just go straight into the calendar with no human interaction or touch point whatsoever. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to create an email marketing campaign that enables you to generate more booked appointments for your business. So you need to understand that in any business across multiple different industries, out of 100 leads that you generate for your business, 50% of them will never ever buy from you. Now, when I talk about leads, that is someone who signals an interest. What I used to believe a lead was back in 2006 was someone who booked appointment and was ready to do deals. But the world has changed. Social media, content marketing, algorithms, the time that it takes for someone to have an interest and make a buying decision is longer than ever. So with 50% of people never ever buying from you, you need to focus on the remaining 50 people out of every 100 leads. And why email marketing is so effective is because of those 50 people, 42 to 43 people will buy from you in the next 90 days to 2 years. So think about the last time that you booked a holiday, bought a sofa, bought a car, bought something significant in your life. You're always looking and researching and building up trust and getting research done long before you're thinking about making a buying decision. If you're anything like me, we went on a holiday in August, and before we even left to go home, we were already looking at the next one for next year and next summer. But we've got no intention of buying it there and then. We're just doing our research. We're looking at locations. You're looking at testimonials. You're speaking to someone on a holiday to find out where they went last year. When you're looking at sofas, you've got a whole process that you go through. It's knobbly, it hurts your back, it's not as comfortable as it used to be. The kids have chucked a load of crap all over it. There's multiple things that happen before you then start looking at DFS or Sofology, before you then go and look at the research of what fits, then going to the shop. No, that process is taking longer than ever. So particularly if you're an advisor or financial services professional, people are taking longer to make a decision about how they want to spend their money. They're looking at houses long before they're even thinking about moving. They're planning and preparing their financials in their business to buy, refinance, or invest in property. You need to capture people as early as possible, and email marketing is the key to turning those 42 to 43 people into the now buyers. So out of every 100 leads, and the 50 that are remaining, with knowing that 42 to 43 are going to buy in the next 90 days to 2 years, that leaves you with 7 or 8 that are going to potentially buy in the next 90 days. Now, I want to emphasize for you that roughly 87% of leads to my business, people who have raised their hand and signaled an interest, convert into booked calls. The reason why is because we have loads of value on my website that isn't just book a call, speak to the team. We've got ebooks, we've got brochures, we've got video trainings, we've got scorecards, we've got things that help people to make a better buying decision. I'm creating content for the 42 to 43 people. I'm giving them free gifts to get them onto my email list. My email list is the sole thing that I focus on building and developing. So in one of my businesses, we know that if we get 36 people onto our email list and we generate 36 new leads, we will get one deal. So bearing in mind, 42 to 43 are going to buy in the next 90 days to 2 years. That means that it's probably another 4 to 6 deals out of those 36 that we have there that will potentially buy in the next 90 days. So our goal is to provide them with a huge amount of value. Yes, we do that on social media, but where do we really do that? Now we've got their contact details, is in the email list. So here's how you create an effective email marketing campaign. So number one, You need to have ways in which you can start building your email list first of all. I've given you loads already. I've done an episode before about the 5 best lead magnets for your business. You need to be giving lots of value for your audience that solves their problems, that talks about solutions, and you're basically giving them something that helps them make a better buying decision. It also helps to promote you as the solution to the problem that that person is experiencing. Once you've got their details, the second thing you need to have is a way in which you can deliver value, and that's through email marketing. We use my technology called Active CRM, and as soon as you request something from us, the CRM system triggers an automation which sends them the first email. And then depending on what the free gift that we've given to them is, the email sequences thereafter will either be first email on day 1, then another one on day 2, then another one on day 3, day 4, day 5, day 16, day 25, day 35, and so on and so forth. Sometimes if we know that it's something that's created for very early prospects, for example, 5 ways to increase your credit score, that will be a much longer process between each emails. We'll do one on day 1, one on day 3, one on day 9, one on day 15, one on day 30. And equally within that campaign and within that automation, there might be a text message here, there, and everywhere. We will be promoting our testimonials, our blog, our case study, a book a call link to get people into a conversation, because that takes that trust to the next level. Fundamentally, the goal of email marketing is to get people onto a booked call. Doesn't mean they're going to do a deal right now, but it does enable you to share your credibility to get them to that next stage. So that's the automation. That's the second piece of the puzzle, that as soon as somebody gives you their information, becomes a lead, your goal is to get them onto a conversation as quickly as you possibly can. If they don't become an appointment during the course of that workflow and that automation, not an issue. Depending on the business, the third thing that you need to have is effective email campaigns, which in one of my businesses is twice a month. We only send emails twice a month related to a blog that we've written, related to something that's going on in the press, related to a specific target audience that we want to look at. And this is where segmentation is absolutely key. What does that mean? There's no point in me sending an email about buy-to-let investment to first-time buyers. It's an incongruent message and it will cause people to unsubscribe. In the same way that there's no point in me sending an email about self-employed individuals to a load of employees. They will unsubscribe. So it's really important that you get data on your audience. I don't just capture first name, last name, phone number, and email address, which is what most marketing agencies will do. I capture up to 10 data points. If someone's going to give me their information, I want to make sure that I can get relevant information to market to them better. What type of buyer are you? What strategy are you putting into practice? Have you got a deposit? How's your credit history? Now, in my training business, I know that I can get away with about 3 to 4 emails per week without a huge number of unsubscribes. And here's the thing. If people unsubscribe, they're never going to buy from you anyway, so who cares? As long as you're constantly building the list, you should always find that the number of new people joining the list is considerably more than the number of people that are unsubscribing. So in those emails, I have a mix in our training and coaching business. We have a newsletter that goes out every Wednesday. Typically that focuses on one pain, one problem, and it's very how-to. The goal of that newsletter is that you can read it and you can go away and you can implement something. It's high value, low cost, but it enables the audience to get a flavor of the service and the solutions that we can provide. If someone implements one of my strategies from my newsletter and they make a few £1,000, then guess what? They're going to think, holy cow, this Gary knows what he's talking about. And then they're more inclined to want to use us for other services, or when we pitch a one-day event, or when we offer up a sales call, or when we get people into a webinar. I always lead with a huge amount of value. The other emails that we do on a weekly or monthly basis are, of course, occasionally promotional, are looking for new clients, are talking about case studies of our ideal clients and how they achieved success. We don't just wave a flag going, oh, this client did really fantastically well. I always ask that client, what are 3 things that you would advise somebody else to do in your situation? So then again, there's actionable points that somebody can take away and put into practice. So the whole idea of a email nurture campaign is in 2 phases. The first phase is you've newly joined the list. How do we build the trust, build credibility, and get you onto an appointment. And that phase is for those people that are in the 0 to 90 day point. Now, the 7 to 8 out of every 100. The second part of the campaign is for those people that are in the 90 days to 2 years. That's for the 42 to 43. That's about ongoing relationships. That's about credibility. That's about additional value that they can go and take away, put into practice, and get some results for a flavor of the results that you've got for other people. They can go and put something into practice, whether it's saving for a deposit, increase in their credit score, how to generate more leads, how to build a marketing campaign. That is about sharing problems and some solutions, the wow, with also a little bit of how to get results when working with you. And that is the part that is going to begin to build credibility and position you above everybody else. If you need help with email campaigns, or if you are using email campaigns effectively, then let me know in the comments below. I'd love to help you put email marketing into your business, because I can promise you right now that as soon as I do that, no matter what size of list that you have, you will get huge amounts of results. One of our recent clients, Ben, joined us within 3 weeks, sent an email to all of his clients that didn't have life insurance, and immediately booked 1 call straight away, covering the cost of his program and even putting him into profit. I know that when you put into practice our system, when you follow our methodologies, you will begin to make even more money from the leads that you're already getting and the clients that you already have. It is a game changer to your business. If you have any questions about email marketing, then please hit me up. If not, then I look forward to seeing you on next week's episode.